is your time for growth, exploration, and learning, so don't rush it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Christabel. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Why don't you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and be part of this happy family? If you're a returning subscriber, you are my GAAT, and you know I love you. You're the OG, you're the best. So thank you for coming back once again. Today I am going to be sharing with you an important topic. It is a topic that we all in our 20s need to know about. It is nothing but the common mistakes you should avoid in your 20s, because like I said earlier, your 20s are the time for, or your 20s is the time for growth, is the time for learning, is the time for improvement. It is the foundation of your life. So there are certain mistakes that I have made. I am not ashamed to share. I've made a lot of mistakes in my 20s. So I just want to share with you some of it that I think would be beneficial to you, so you can learn from my own mistake. They say experience is the best teacher, but excuse me, I'm saying you don't need to experience it. You can learn from someone else's experience. You can learn from someone else's mistake. You don't need to experience it. I do not want to experience anything else. I just want to keep learning from others. Well, this video is a very important one, and then I'm going to be sharing with you some mistakes. But as you all know, I don't want to be doing that without my bottle of wine. Let me just get started. Let's get a bottle of wine, because we are going to be sharing things and things in this video. So back to the video. Now, the first mistake that is common in our 20s that I think a lot of people should try and avoid, because first thing is, when you know these mistakes, then you know how to avoid them. But when you don't know them, I don't think you'd be able to avoid them. So the first thing I'm going to be sharing is avoiding financial literacy. That is a mistake. A lot of people are not concerned about their finances in their 20s, but I think the 20s is the time that you should be concerned. I'm not talking about 20 years of age. I think you can get away with that. But as you're advancing in your 20s, I think you should start thinking more about your finances. Start building like financial foundations, financial knowledge, like things like you should do. Start knowing some investments you want to do, how you want to manage your money. Money management skill is something you should acquire in your 20s. I don't care if you have money. Even if you don't have money, you need a money management skill. Oh, sorry, I don't want to shout in this video. I don't want to shout. Because I'll be take it calm. Okay, so I'm saying these are mistakes that we all make in our 20s, and it's okay for you to make these mistakes, but what matters is if you learn from them. I'm going to try not to be angry. The next one, I'm going to try to be calm. The next one I'm going to talk about is being in a toxic relationship in your 20s. What are you doing? Like, my darling, what? I don't care if whether you love the person or not. You should leave. Why should there be love in the first place when the relationship is toxic? Like, why do you beat yourself that way? Why do you hate yourself to that point that you want to remain in a toxic relationship? Because if we are talking about self-love, if you love yourself, why would you want to put yourself in a relationship that is toxic? Whether it is emotional relationship, whether it's physical, whether it's any type of relation, whether it's a friendship, what am I saying? Whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's just normal friendship, why would you want to keep yourself in such relationship? Why would you not be able to tell when a relationship is toxic? When a relationship is gone. Why don't you let go? I see some people, you're in a romantic relationship with someone who doesn't care about you. The person doesn't care about you. He doesn't love you. She doesn't love you. She doesn't even value you. He doesn't value you, and you're still staying. You want to change them. What makes you think that you are going to change? Are you God? How do you want to change a whole human being, learning a skill in your 20s? What other time, procrastinating learning a skill or education in your 20s, what other time is best to learn a skill apart from your 20s? What other time? I feel like the 20s is very peculiar. Like, it is a unique moment of your life. It is the foundation of your life. So what other time is better for you to learn a skill? Some of us did not learn a skill, and it's so bad. And then if you look at others, people that were fortunate enough to learn a skill in their 20s, or were knowledgeable, because some people had the opportunity to learn a skill but they did not, while others did not have the opportunity. So those ones, their condition is different, their situation is different. For those of us that had the opportunity to learn a skill but we procrastinated, you had the opportunity to go to school but you procrastinated. So I'm like, what other time? I think your 20s is the time that you need to learn, but it's not too late. Yeah, it's not too late. You're still in your 20s. So it is now that you're in your 20s. We are all in our 20s. You need to learn a skill. Get something, learn something, even if it's like a hands-on skill. Yeah, you learn something. Is it making of hair? You can learn that. Is it sewing, fashion, whatever you want to do? It is in your 20s. You need to do all these things. Learn something. One thing you're passionate about. Is it knitting, making dresses, making hair, making wigs, makeup, whatever, skincare? Anything you're passionate about. Is it photography? Is it videography? Anything whatsoever you're passionate about, I think you should learn a skill. Is it IT skills you want to learn? Go for it, baby. You are in your 20s. I mean, you are in your peak. That time is when you should explore everything. Mistake we make in our 20s as people in our 20s is we tend to neglect our physical and mental health because we are so carried away by things around us. We tend to forget that we should take care of ourselves as a person. Mind you, if you don't take care of yourself in your 20s, you are going to see the results, the consequences of your action in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, when you become overweight, when you no longer have strength to take care of yourself, when you no longer be strong enough to exercise. That's when you start saying, oh, I wish I was active. I wish I had like an active life. I wish I was exercising regularly in my 20s. But it's not too late. You need to start now. Don't make the mistake. Also, I'm going to say another mistake is the fear of trying new things and taking risks. A lot of us are so scared. Come on, you are in your 20s. What other time can you possibly take risks aside your 20s? What other time? It's in your 20s because you have a long way ahead to correct any mistake you've made. You have your 30s to correct the mistake you've made in your 20s. We are scared of taking risks. You're scared of trying new things. Like, if you don't try, how are you going to know? How are you going to know? If you don't try, how would you know you don't like it? If you don't try, how would you know it's not real? If you don't try, how would you know it's bad? If you don't try, how would you learn? So let's try to try. Avoid that mistake. Avoid not trying new things. Avoid not taking risks in your 20s. There's no better time to try out things other than your 20s. I keep stressing that fact. Our 20s is our power. Being in your 20s is comparing yourself to others. It sounds familiar, yeah? Why do you see the need to compare yourself? I don't think there's anyone that's better than you in this world. You are you. No one is like you. Why should you compare yourself to someone else? Like, I am me. You are not like me. You are you. I am not like you. Why should I compare myself to you? There's no need for that. Everyone has their own specific journey. That's what we should understand in our 20s. And then you see a lot of people are just pressured into doing things that makes no sense, into getting involved in different things just because they want to live a certain kind of life, just because they want to meet up expectation from their peers. No, you don't need to compare yourself. Your journey is different from mine. My journey is different from yours. We all have different destinations. How can we run the same journey? We have different destinations. You are going to this, you are going to right, I'm going to left, you're going to north, I'm going to west, you're going to south, I'm going to east. Why should we have the same journey? So I keep telling people, in your 20s, you shouldn't be comparing. You should focus more on yourself. Focus more on understanding yourself in your 20s. That's the mistake some of us make. We don't focus more on ourselves. We don't focus more on the present. We just focus on thinking about, oh, my friend has got this. My friend has reached this target. My friend has got this one. My friend has acquired this one. And I have not. Why? Why are you comparing? Are you your friend? Is your friend you? So why are you comparing yourself? I think we should learn how to be ourselves, be your authentic self, accept yourself, love yourself, because when you love yourself, I think you will first accept yourself and stop comparing yourself to others. You don't know what that person did to get to where they are. You don't know if they are living on their dad's wealth. You don't know if they are living on their family wealth. You don't know. You don't know. So why do you see the need to compare yourself with them? In your 20s, you have a long way to go. You have a whole life to live, and you will still get there. You will definitely get there. Why do you see the need to kill yourself over things you don't have because the next person has them? Why do you see the need to compare yourself to the next person when you are not them? So what makes you unique? What makes us unique if we keep comparing ourselves? So I think in our 20s, we should try our best to stop comparing ourselves with others. Hope you're on your way to avoiding these mistakes now that you know about this mistake. Don't forget, your 20s is that time for your growth, for your exploration, and for learning. Don't be hard on yourself. You are just in your 20s. Do not be hard on yourself. And remember that you can ask for help when you need one. Don't kill yourself. When you need help, you ask for one. Enjoy your 20s. We all enjoy our 20s, and thank you for watching the video. If you've learned a thing or two from the video, why don't you consider liking the video and subscribing to the YouTube channel? Turn on your notification icon, because next week is going to be spilling the tea. Next week we are going to be starting up our friendship series, from identifying a true friend to everything. So you turn on your notification icon, because next week is about to be bloody. We are about to spill it all. We are about to call them out. We are about to shake the table, break the table, and seize the hammer from the carpenter that made the table. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I love you. Bye.